Hi, this is Dan, and today I'm going to be looking at my Mike Trout collection. I'm probably not going to talk that much about even why I like Mike Trout, sort of somewhat self-explanatory at this time. He's an amazing player, certainly the greatest player of the 2010s, and we'll have to see if he retains his crown as the best player of at least of the early 2020s. He's getting a little bit older, has had some injuries and things like that, but just an amazing player. Some amazing cards, and that's about it. His cards have been dropping, so a lot of these I actually bought somewhat recently. Normally I go through the raw cards first, but today I'm gonna be looking at the graded cards first. Don't have that many of them. See a couple of them on the back. So start with some SGCs. Here's the 2010 Bowman Platinum, and a 9. This is my favorite card. I love this. Might actually be like my favorite card of almost any card out there right now. The 2011 Topps Finest. This is such a cool card. Not getting the shine on it, but almost has like an Art Deco look. Almost looks like sun rays coming out. Cool pose. Just love this card and that set. Great card. Here is another SGC slab. This is his second year card, the Heritage card, 9. I end up buying a lot of 9s. Do have a few 10s, but I always say I can't tell, like 9s are just a fraction of the cost of the 10s, especially if you get like a 9 in an SGC versus say a 10 in a PSA, and the card looks essentially the same, and it sells truly for a fraction of the price, sometimes 10-15%. Here's a 9. Let's see if we can get lighting a little bit better here. Here's a 9 for the Bowman Draft. This isn't the chrome, but got a nice card. Now looking at some PSA slabs. Here's his minor league card. Minor league cards seemed to be more popular back when I was a kid. It was sort of neat to have a minor league, there's this green Roger Clemens minor league card that I really liked. Here's that platinum again. I think it's a really nice card. I have a few of those. A lot of his cards have come down, so bought a lot of these. It's currently mid-November 2022, and have bought a lot of these somewhat recently. Have several of the iconic 2011 Topps Update, all 9s, another one, and then I have one in the back. So I just think it's a great card. And these are one of the ones as I look at them, like it's hard for me to tell why this isn't a 10. I'm not a grader. I have relatively poor eyesight, and I'm not looking at it with a magnifying glass or with a loop or whatever they call it. I don't want to do that. It's kind of boring and not going to help that much. And I guess if I was sending in a lot of cards to be graded, I would do that maybe a little bit more, but if I don't, it's not the end of the world. Go back. Kind of interesting little card. There's one of the 10s. Kind of looks like that. Little old tobacco cards. Here's another Heritage. It's in a 9. I like that card. Nice clean looking card. Now the next several are just, these are no longer rookies. The Panini Prism, there's a little shine to it. It's only an 8. These I just bought like several PSA slabs, not the greatest ones from someone online, so I think all these just kind of came in at once. These I like. I was a kid in the 80s, and this was my favorite set, the 81. It was a year with the Fernando Valenzuela rookie and the Tim Raines rookie. I guess Harold Baines is a Hall of Famer now, his rookie, but I just liked that set. It was colorful, kind of looked happy, and remember that was first year. Kind of really just loved playing baseball, loved cards. Fire. It's an opening day. These aren't anything too spectacular. Here's a 71 looking card, 2020 Topps Heritage. Kind of like that though. It's neat because 71s were obviously so difficult to get graded. What was that? I guess Burt Blyleven rookie is from that year. Steve Garvey is not in the Hall of Fame, and the Aarons and cards like that are just. I think there's a Ted Simmons. His rookie might be from that year too. I have a stack of raw cards. Not going to go through all of them, but here's a couple of the more cool ones. I like this card. Might send that in at some point to get graded. It's like that. The prospects, the top 100 prospects, and here's one of them. I like that card, sort of an intense looking card. It's a 2012, yeah, I think it was a 2013 card. This card I like. Again, is not a super expensive card, but it was just neat to have. Those aren't real signatures, but to have Trout, Ohtani, and Pujols all on one card. That's a neat card. I bought there's a lot of, actually these two are the main cards in it, but it was bought like 50 Trout cards for not much money, and these were the two main cards in it. Besides that, there were a bunch of, I wouldn't say junk wax, because we're not formally in the junk wax era, but kind of junk wax-ish cards. The last three, it's going to be a relatively short video, is just there's another of that, the Topps update. This one got the gem surface, did get a 9. It's interesting, this is missing the Topps logo foil. It's not necessarily like an error, but you can see it's not there, and they actually did put that in the label, but I just love that card. And I can never tell why some of these cards get lower grades. Here is the Bowman Chrome. Nice card. It says a relatively low pop count, but you're not completely always looking at that. Can't even see his name. There we go. The reflection's a little kind of neat to see that. Nice card. This shirt looks, I don't know. This one's decent, but nothing can compete with this one. Again, I just love it. And the PSA holder. Not always the biggest PSA fan, but man, in the red PSA outline with the red jersey, and he's looking intense. He's running. You got, it looks like sunbeams coming out. You have the rookie icon up there in the upper left-hand corner. I just think this is such a cool card. This is my favorite Trout card. So that's it. I'll keep that up there. That's it. That's my Mike Trout cards. I do have a couple others coming in. I said I haven't been buying some. There's the two that I really want. I'd still want the E-Tops and the Bowman Sterling. Pretty close to getting a Bowman Sterling PSA 9. In fact, once I'm done with this video, gonna check, kind of going back and forth with someone on that. And yeah, and I also have the Infuego. That's a cool looking card, especially with the red. Getting that in a PSA is a nice looking card. So that's it. Appreciate you watching. If you want to hit the subscribe button, I'd appreciate it, or give it a thumbs up. Same thing. Have a great day.